Before this video starts, I want to give a huge shout out to my channel members and membership gifters. These people have gone above and beyond to support me. So shout out to Phoenix JTF2, Trust No One, Diesel Don, King Gamer, CJ, and Asian Persuasion. If you want to get shouted out in my videos, make sure to become a member. As I've gotten older, I've started to understand and realize how much hate content creators and streamers get on a daily basis, and how hard and how powerful the hate could be.
Are you fucking dumb?
No matter who you are, what you post, what you make content on, whatever you do on the internet, there will always be people that will find a way to hate on you. And I think the perfect gaming community that embodies that is the Call of Duty community, man. Every single creator, no matter if they do gameplay videos, commentaries, glazing the game, trashing the game, they will always get hate. In today's video, I want to talk about the Call of Duty community and the fact that every creator sucks in some way, because there is no definition of a perfect creator at all. And that's just the painful truth. No matter who you watch, who you support, who you give your time and money to, there will always be flaws within every single Call of Duty creator. And I think now with Black Ops 7, as dead as it is right now,
already dead.
I think right now is the perfect time to talk about some of the funniest comments, some of the funniest hate I've seen on some of the biggest creators within the community. I'm going to be talking about FaZe Swag, The Rick, and Mark of a Hero, and just why they get hate, is it valid, and all that kind of jazz, all right? If you guys are new to the channel, I'm Kibo. I hope you guys are doing well. And technically, this is my first video. If you've known me from the past, you don't really know me, okay? It's Kibo now. But if you guys want more videos like this on Call of Duty or gaming or on the internet drama, let me know by dropping a like and hitting that subscribe button. And yeah, let's first get started with The Rick. So first things first, if you look at Rick's channel, all his content, all his videos, all his streams, you pretty much get the formula, man. Like, this video is not trying to knock on anybody. This is just a quick analysis on everybody's content and what they're doing right now within such a dead period for Call of Duty, because, dude, everything has fallen off. Subs, views, people actually caring about the game or even talking about the game. And obviously the player counts don't mean a lot. I mean, they do, but they don't tell the entire story. As of right now, the online precedent within Call of Duty is the fact that the game is dead. And with Rick's content, you know, exposing people, talking trash about Call of Duty, and, you know, being a heavy critic of the game, his views tell the exact same story, okay? That the game is dead, the community is dead, and anything that you post will get hate, all right? The very first comment I want to highlight is this one. The Rick's got a spine of a jellyfish. What the hell is that supposed to mean, bro? Like, actually, what the fuck? How do you even come up with this? How do you even, like, think of this, dude? And it's got 46 likes, okay? The next one I'm gonna read is a pretty funny one. The Rick is one of the biggest cautionary tales of sellout punk, in all caps. I cannot believe this dude comes off like he is Mr. Get Bad with the foul Chicago accent in speech, and he is a bottom of, I can't even read this one, and he is a bottom to the Call of Duty industry. He is not only a bottom, he is a power bottom. Pile drive and humiliation is in his game. I don't even know what the fuck the bottom is supposed to mean, dude, but people agree with him. The guy's got 8 likes on YouTube comments, okay? He's got some little bit of motion. The next one's really funny. The Rick has always been an unsufferable little worm, period. From Cameron H144. Insufferable little worm is actually crazy, bro. The last one I'm gonna read. I honestly can't stand the Rick. He literally makes the same video every day crying about Call of Duty. And I'm not gonna lie, this is where the quick critical Kibo comes in. I don't see where he's wrong, okay? I feel like seeing the Rick stream and his community on that, his community cares more about his live streams and what he actually has to talk about for Call of Duty, in the sense that they already know the deal with how bad Call of Duty is. They know the problems about it. They're already educated. And, you know, I see why some people don't like him. But at the same time, it's like, is he doing anything really wrong? Because we've already seen this before. I think the perfect example, who is basically the literal godfather of this type of content in any community or gaming niche or com is Blame Truth, bro. Blame Truth is the OG Call of Duty hater that, you know, original YouTube viewers know about, that still watch this day, that keep up with him. El Presidor is another good one. Boogie2988, and who else was it? Oh my god, Wings of Redemption. Yeah, those guys hated Call of Duty, and they were Call of Duty creators. And over the last 15 to 10 years now, they've obviously faded away, except for like maybe Blame Truth. But dude, we've had not copycats, but we've had people that make similar content that have blown up from it. And at this point within Call of Duty, it's like, yeah, man, I would be complaining every day if I was Rick too, bro, if I was choosing this game to make content on. And I guess you could argue the fact that, hey, you could just make content on something else. I think another good point to bring up is the fact that people like Rick that make similar content to him, they're like, why don't you just make videos about shit that you see on the internet that you disagree with, right? But at the same time, to be a successful YouTuber, you gotta do what brings in the fucking views, you know what I'm saying? So I see why people hate, but I also see why people still watch, you know what I'm saying? The next person we're gonna be talking about is FaZe Swag, all right? My boy FaZe Swag, dude. Call of Duty content creator, probably the biggest Warzone creator and streamer of all time, even now. And I feel like over the last couple of years, the hate for FaZe Swag has just gone higher and higher. And listen, if you have any disagreements or negativity that you want to put in to any of the creators I'm talking about in today's video, drop them in the comments. Let me know why, what made you hate them, because I would love to know. But let's react to some of these FaZe Swag comments. What a bunch of losers, bro. FaZe Swag is the worst. This is the same thing like racketeering. All these guys should get RICO charges and get locked up. What the fuck did FaZe Swag could have possibly have done for people, almost 500 people, to agree on the fact that he should get a RICO charge and get locked up? What was the worst thing that he could have possibly done to get this kind of, I wouldn't even call it accusation, but statement against him? How much hate do you need to have for a single streamer or a single content creator for you to say that they should get locked up with RICO charges, bro? Oh my god. This guy says, still waiting for these guys to face legal repercussions for cheating on tournaments where money is on the line. Listen, this is hate to like a different level and degree, bro. The first comments that we read about Rick and the hate that he's getting, those were light, honestly, comparing to these guys, dude. These guys want to see FaZe Swag, or whatever you want to call him, Swag. We'll call him Swag. These guys want to see Swag get locked up, incarcerated, and charged with multiple things, dude. RICO charges and face legal repercussions, bro, for allegedly cheating on tournaments, man. I don't know if this is funny or just sad. This last guy says, that dude, aka FaZe Swag, is a complete waste of life. My 9-year-old son even knows that word WTF, bro. Oh, I'm actually at a loss for words. I know I collected these comments, but like reading them out loud, speaking them out, it's actually insane that all these people that we've covered have typed out these comments, dude. I genuinely feel sad for them, because I feel like at the end of the day, no matter what you disagree with on creators or streamers or how you feel about them, it takes another level of hate and negativity to actually make a negative comment. You know, I know it's the internet. It's basically still the wild, wild west, even worse now with AI. But it's like, man, you really spent the time and day to hate, dude. You know, you really spent the time and day to fucking hate, man. It's actually crazy. And, you know, do I think FaZe Swag deserves it? All he's really done content-wise is just make videos glazing Call of Duty, talking about Call of Duty's downfall, and then mainly making class setup and gameplay videos, right? And no matter if you think he's cheating or not, or if you think he's weird, or he should catch charges like RICO charges and get locked up, the guy just does whatever the F he wants, bro. He's at that point in a creator's life cycle where you are literally the 0.0001% that actually make it that far. And I don't think Swag cares, you know? I don't think Swag cares at all. And I think even for Rick, he doesn't even care at all as well, because he's gotten used to it, you know? But there is a single creator that gets hate for all the right reasons and somehow cares too much, all right? I'm obviously talking about Mark of a Hero. And give you the whole gist about Mark of a Hero's content, all he really does is make gameplay videos, and you know, he makes similar videos to Swag, but for Mark of a Hero, this guy's buying bundles, he's doxing people. Mark of a Hero is just a bad person, right? And I couldn't find any negative comments on him because any videos about him, you know, when it's posted on his channel is very positive. He keeps that shit maintenance to a T like a maid. But for a lot of people, Mark of a Hero is hated because he's just fat. It's as simple as that. Everybody hates Mark of a Hero because he is fat. It's as simple as that's it. 3 letters, 1 word, fat. That's why people do not like Mark of a Hero. Is it valid? Maybe, maybe not. It's arguable. But for most of the time that I've seen Mark of a Hero get exposed, get called out for anything that he's done, from doxing to cheating and to whatever, people just don't like him because he's fat. And I can't see a reason that's wrong for that, you know? Maybe they're just fat phobic. But in all seriousness, right? I think the overall sentiment that you guys should be remembering and taking away from this video is the fact that no matter who you support, people will find a way or a reason to hate on your favorite creator, especially within the Call of Duty community. Obviously, nobody's perfect, but at some point, some of these haters gotta go. Some of these haters need to get a reevaluation on where they're at in life, man. All right? For the content I've been making for over the last 6 years, I've gotten hate. And I've questioned, man, what is going so wrong in their lives, dude? And no matter what you think about the Rick, Swag, or Mark of a Hero, or even me making a video about this, I think a pretty good thing to remember and take away is the fact that no matter who you watch, no matter what content you make, you're always gonna get hate. And the Call of Duty community is the perfect embodiment of people that are hateful, people that are negative, and the fact that nobody's ever gonna be perfect in anybody's eyes. Okay? Okay.